We had an amazing job data that came in from the US markets. We saw them run up and then see a bit of a correction. So they fell off again and closed in the red, a bit of them. Apart from that, Asian markets, how have they opened? Bit of a mixed indication. Taiwan index holding on to strong gains, 1.6%. On the flip side, look at Hang Seng. That's down 0.7% in trade. Nikkei is trading very muted today. It was in the green. Now it's come back in the red. 0.04% decline as of now. So very flat over there as well. It did touch that 58,000 mark, and then it came off from those high levels. Shanghai too is trading with cuts of 0.2%, while ASX 200 is managing to hold on to a gain. So very, very mixed opening is what we're seeing. Let's look at the Nifty implied open for the Indian market. It seems like a muted start is what we're watching out for today. So that is what we're tracking today. But a lot of overnight cues have come in. How is this going to be impacting our Indian markets? We have a team of research joining us to set you up for trade, tell you which are the important stocks to watch out for in the trading session as well. First up, let's go across to Ekta, who's here to tell us the important cues that we are keeping an eye out on in the markets today. Good morning, Ekta.
Morning, Vinny. Well, yes, yesterday, in fact, the markets did consolidate in yesterday's trading session. There was some amount of resistance which is being faced at 26,000 for the Nifty. So that would be a key level to watch out for technically. Now, the FIIs continue to net buy, and we've seen that in patches. So they have bought around 50% of the past few sessions. So that is definitely a positive. And they bought around 943 odd crores. Remember, in the previous session, it was around 69 odd crores. So there has been an incremental increase which has come through for the FII. So that should bode well in terms of sentiment for the equities as well as for the rupee. The DIIs net sold around 125 odd crores. Now, like you mentioned, the US markets ticked lower in yesterday's trading session. We had the Jan non-farm payrolls data, however, which was better than expectations. And we do have the CPI data on Friday for the US markets, which will be watched out for closely. Asia is trading mostly higher at this point in time. But interestingly, do watch out for a couple of the IT stocks and how they perform, considering the ADRs of Infosys and Wipro have been lower. In terms of result reactions, we have Hindalco, Lenskart, Max Financial, to name a few, that will be reporting numbers today. And in terms of results today, we do have a couple of heavyweights. So HUL, HAL, which will be reporting numbers, Coal India, ONGC, Bharat Forge, Biocon, Lupin, all of these companies which will be reporting numbers. The finance minister is going to be responding to budget discussions in the Rajya Sabha. So that will be something to watch out for in terms of any incremental information. And we do have the CPI data at 4 p.m. today.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Ekta. But let's move on and talk about important stocks that you should be keeping on your radar. Ria is here to take us through that. Good morning, Ria.
Well, good morning. Let's take a look at the stocks that will be in focus today. The first one is Netweb Technologies. Sources say that promoters are likely to sell up to 3% stake in the company via block deals. The offer size will be roughly 515 crores and the floor price is set at rupees 3,027 per share, which is a discount of roughly 4% to the last closing price. Hindalco will also be in focus today on the back of Novelis results. The quarter has been marred by the fires that took place in Oswego in last year, and also by higher tariffs, and the pain in Novelis operations is likely to continue into the second quarter of calendar year 26, and the total free cash flow impact before insurance will be roughly $1.3 to $1.6 billion for them. Moving on to some stocks that will be in focus on the back of their quarter 3 results. LG Electronics is the first one. The net profit has gone down by almost 62% compared to the previous year, and EBITDA margins have also taken a hit at just 4.8% versus 7.8% in quarter 3 of last year. Jupiter Wagons as well has reported quite a weak set of numbers. Net profit going down by roughly 35% for the company. Even the revenue has seen a decline of roughly 13.5% on a year-on-year basis. For Godrej Industries, the revenue has seen an increase of almost 5% compared to last year. Margins although have come down to 10.8% versus 12.4% in Q3 of last year. For Amara Raja, the net profit has declined by 53%, although the revenue has seen an increase of roughly 4.2% compared to the previous year. For Ircon as well, revenue has seen a decline of roughly 19% on a year-on-year basis, and margins have come in at 7.5% versus 5% in Q3 of last year.
Okay, Ria, thank you so much for that. But finally, we have Sudarshan, who's here to take us through the important cues in the world of F&O. Good morning, Sudarshan.
Good morning, Vinny. So as we have been talking about, that 26,000 has become very important level for Nifty consecutively for 2 straight days. We have seen that after hitting 26,000, Nifty has fallen below that level. So for today also, 26,000 will remain the important support. As far as the put call ratio for Nifty is concerned, yesterday we have seen it slipping to 1.06 versus earlier level of 1.20. That indicates you that still we are seeing more addition on the put side than the call side. In the index futures, FIs continue to be on the buy side. Yesterday also they have bought more than 240 crore. In the stock futures, well, they were sellers. They have sold more than rupees 760 crore, and longs position remain around 22%. They have added long position of more than 1,300 contracts, and on the short side, exposure is 78%. In the options data, as I have told you, 25,900 and 26,000 put options have seen maximum increase in the open interest, and on the call side, 26,000 and 26,150 were the most active call options. So support for Nifty remains around 50 DMA, that is 25,790. Resistance remains around 26,000. 2 stocks remain in the bench, sale in Samman Capital. I'll keep an eye on 2 stocks. Divi's has been seeing short covering after the results. Even commentary was positive. TCS, keep an eye on the stock is at 52-week low, and all the IT stocks when ADR were under pressure. So TCS has been seeing fresh shorts.
Okay, Sudarshan, thank you so much for that. But